You ready?
Intro the show.
Oh, is that how we... Oh, we're not going?
No, I mean, we'll go whenever we feel. We could go, depending on what the editors want to keep in, this whole thing could
You're the host. You're driving this show.
That's the worst decision any of you guys have ever made, to make this my show. You realize that?
I just want to... I agree with
if
that,
there's a
probably.
dip in views or retention or whatever, it's my fault.
Oh, I've been looking. It's like a reverse hockey puck.
That's this thing?
Yeah.
That was my nickname in college. Hey everybody, welcome to Table Talk. My name is Mike Falzone. This is a show where I just sit around with my buddies or people who I just recently created a rapport with, and we read your questions out of this bucket. And then you're involved, and we're involved, and we're having a conversation. And isn't that what life is about? You don't have to answer. It's my show. Today we have Eric Pumphrey.
Pumphrey.
Pumphrey?
Yeah.
That's the one I got.
Yeah.
And he has a YouTube channel called Reckless Tortuga. Oops. And also, he's a fucking movie star now. Well,
yeah, sure.
You're in a movie.
I am in a movie.
Are you
so
starring?
You're a movie star.
I mean, I have a sizable role.
Yo, if you're in the trailer, you're a
I'm in the
movie
trailer.
Star.
Did you have a door with your name on it when you were on set?
Yes.
Then yes, you're a movie star.
Do you have a door with your name on it now?
No.
Well, maybe next time. And
You guys don't do doors with names on them.
There's a door that says men's, and I assume it's mine.
And there was a door that was locked that I couldn't get through. Yeah, but
yeah, that's Joel's office. Over to my right, we have Joel. Go ahead and say more stuff, Joel.
I'm Joel. This is my second ever Table Talk. I watch them all, and I'm only on 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you watch the bad ones and you're like, yeah, I couldn't make that one better?
A lot of them are bad, Mike. And what I want to do...
Dude, you're just like people in the comments.
I
don't need to get shit on while the show is filming.
Wait.
I'll get shit on afterwards. That's fine.
I have this whole plan of what I want you guys to do.
Tell me about it, 'cause I'm
Do you
the host.
watch Table Talk after they come out?
Oh, God, no. Yes, most of the time.
Do you
yeah.
really?
Yeah, because
The
I
whole
got to
thing?
go through the, well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to
He's
go
like,
through.
not me. That was good.
Right. I look at all the ones with several thumbs up, and I'm like, that person probably has a good point. And then like, cut your fucking hair. you know, good point. But I do watch them.
I want to sit everybody down in a room and make us watch a full Table Talk on a full podcast and see what us as the creators of these shows.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that everyone in this office watches what we make here.
Yeah.
That's my
Shame on
opinion.
you,
Shame
office.
Well,
You.
can I
You guys.
stand up for everyone in the office for a second and just know that from 8 o'clock in the morning to whatever time we leave, we're always making shit. Now's not the Table Talk takeaway. I know what you're doing.
Oh, sorry.
And it's not the time. We're
I was
having
doing
an honest,
inspiring
earnest
speech.
conversation.
I was looking at inspiring speech music.
Oh, was that the gung ho?
I would give you a pass on watching it. It's rough watching yourself.
Yeah.
But everyone else should be watching it.
From top to bottom.
From top to bottom, all the way. How's it going to get better?
And giving us notes like, cut
Yes,
your
like
fucking
we
hair.
need detailed.
Do people say mean things like that to you to cut your hair?
Once in a while, I don't think they're
you
hair-related things. They
kidding
say I
me,
look like a
dude?
caveman
This is an
sometimes.
internet show. Everyone says mean shit to people online.
I like it good nice things.
All right, you're off. Who else is Andres? Get up here.
Is it Andreas? I thought it was Andre.
You pronounce it differently.
How do you want me to pronounce
Is it French?
It's in Spanish, but nobody pronounces it correctly. Andres, but
Andres, I will say that
I won't
fucking
say it that
forever
way.
now.
But
I
I have a
only-
feeling we won't ever talk again after today.
This
So
is it. And exchange numbers. Cool, man. Do you want to start picking questions?
out of here?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pick one.
Go ahead. Actually, I put most of the questions in there, so put your
Okay,
hand
I
in there.
They're lukewarm questions.
I don't want that.
You're shaking.
You made me nervous.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
He
I'm
thought
fine.
he
I'm
was
fine.
gonna have to dig through coffee to get questions.
Oh,
Of
man.
course
Here, I
he's
got
nervous.
one.
All right.
Do
just-
I read it?
Yeah. Say who it's
Okay.
from. How
This
many
is
thumbs up
from
it has.
Cameron Slater. Who are your favorite? God fucking damn it! I pulled out a joke. I was like, let me see what one is, and this was the same one.
The only one
I don't
you
like
read
that one.
previously.
Just joking.
All
I'll
right.
read it. Can I read?
Can you
Hey,
reject
listen,
questions?
Cameron. I thought I can.
I
'cause I'm
got
the
it.
host,
No.
but one
Sorry,
else can.
Cameron. I'll read it. This is unfair. Who are your favorite stand-up comedians? Will, Mike, Elliot, Delman, not included because they are amazing.
Thank you.
Hashtag table talk.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom. Terrific. And now, do you remember what you do with this show?
Do I have to do that now or after we talk?
You can do
Oh,
it
okay.
after we
I'll
talk
do it.
about
No,
it.
I'll
Do
do
you
it
have
now.
favorite stand-up comedians?
Duh. bitch.
Okay. Duh, bitch is one of the. I remember him on Def Jam.
Okay, so wait, is it supposed to go on here?
Well, that's where I do it.
It slides
I think
up and
that's
down
the
though,
smart-
so
You can adjust it. It's fully customizable.
All right. I am nervous.
And you're
now.
trying to hit that lens?
No, I'm trying to hit Angeles.
Okay, good. Ooh, not even close. That was
Wow.
the first time I've ever seen it hit the microphone and come back.
Extra points.
So that's
Yeah.
real.
Okay.
You're not getting in that book, but we could start a new book when that shit happens. Favorite stand-up comedians? Go ahead.
I don't know. I like Chappelle is probably my favorite stand-up comedian.
Sure. John Chappelle.
John Chappelle.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle. Did you watch the Chappelle show back in the day?
Religiously,
Yeah.
yes.
I think we. Do you mind me asking how old you are?
No, go for it. I'm 31.
Okay, same.
My birthday is next week.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys.
Thank
Where are we
you.
going?
I'm going to Colombia.
No, where are we going?
Oh, you're not invited.
Yeah, shit.
University.
All right, you go to Colombia, and I'll drink a bunch of coffee, and we'll
In my honor.
we'll be like
Yeah.
we're there together.
Yeah.
In college, I had all the Chappelle shows on DVD, and I watched them constantly.
It's the best.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I don't know. I don't know how.
Do you want a real Joel Rubin admission? I don't think I've told anybody in Los Angeles this because it's horrible.
Did you just talk in the third person for a second?
I did.
Andres?
Is that a
That's strike two.
Okay,
ahead.
one more. I
Real admission.
think he should actually sit in for a minute.
You've never seen somebody do stand-up comedy.
When I was a child, my favorite stand-up comedian was Paula Poundstone.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
I don't know if I know.
I don't know. It's a little like I like her on home movies, I guess. But
Yeah.
come on, she's not a great stand-up anyway.
Some people think she's a great stand-up.
Well, and one of those people was Joel Rubin in middle school. Wait, that's
Nice,
the third
man.
time. Shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what's gonna happen. But that's what we got so far. Dave Chappelle and Paula Poundstone.
Yeah.
How many
We
people
got
have
one
tuned
end
up
of the spectrum and the
attention?
other.
I like Steve Martin a lot. I think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
like especially
Pioneer.
and like a revolutionizer. I think of
Yeah.
stand-up. I
Spell
don't know.
revolutionizer.
REVOLUTIONIZER.
Can we get a little graphic?
Is that right?
While he's spelling
Did I do it right?
I think you did.
Sure.
I
We'll see it on the. I'm never gonna watch this again.
I mean, I can't read or write, but I vote yes, you
We're
did.
not the people to correct your spelling. I don't. You know what's funny about talking about stand-up comedians and you wearing your jacket like that is you did the thing where you rolled up a jacket sleeve like Joey Gladstone. It's a very 80s stand-up comedian thing to do.
It's
And you
because-
have the emotional holes.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, they're my hacker holes. So if I'm
Oh, is that?
hacking,
Oh, I call it. That's like emo.
If
but
I'm
you
gonna-
think it's hacker.
It's hacking because if you want to keep the balls of your hands warm so they don't get cold while you're hacking into the mainframe.
Sure.
Yeah.
How many mainframes have you
and
hacked
wait,
recently or
who
ever?
told you that was true?
The board that I frequent, the hacking board.
Sure.
I roll up my sleeves because I'm embarrassed of my biceps, and
Okay.
but and I like to wear. I have to wear layers, or else I'll seem frail.
Hey, listen. No one's gonna try to break you into.
I look at you and I go, "You're a thinker."
I listen to you, and
That's
I
what
agree
your
with
body communicates to me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're smart.
There we go.
You can call yourself the thinker from now on, if you'd
Also,
like
my
to.
favorite stand-up comedian was
The thinker.
Socrates.
That guy was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll give you a bunch of people you should look up immediately from past and present. Andrew Santino.
Very funny.
Terrific stand-up comedian. Going back, Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
Stephen Wright, who I think Mitch Hedberg is the evolved form of Stephen Wright.
Like
Brian.
a Pokemon.
Nope.
I also work on SourceFedNERD, Mike.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nope. Not like Pokemon.
Brian Regan, I've been talking about a lot recently.
Mm.
Pete Holmes. These are all great people. All great people.
I'm familiar with a lot of their names, and I've seen 3 or 4 of them.
I've seen one
I was
or
able to see Mitch Hedberg when I was in college, which was really really fun for me.
Dude, I saw a Mitch Hedberg show. Him, Stephen Lynch, and I think somebody else who used to be
A banjoist?
a banjist. I think evangelist. I think it's called.
Evangelist.
So it was one of Mitch. This is like a month before he died or something like that, and I was able to see him in a theater with all my best college friends. My friend Bill was sitting right next to me, and he did not like Mitch Hedberg at all. And Bill is a male nurse, and you could be a male nurse, but I just want you to get the full picture. He wasn't in scrubs or anything, but that's what he does.
But
So
that communicates something.
he always thought that he was a lot smarter than me because he was, and he would always tell me about it. So he would sit next to me, and he commented negatively on every single one of Mitch Hedberg's jokes. So that's my Mitch Hedberg experience.
When he's like,
Mid-
well, that's not a funny
Yeah,
joke.
like that's why is he backstage blowing his nose? That's not funny at all. Like it was that for
What's his name? What's your friend's name?
Staircase.
Bill.
Bill seems like an asshole.
Well, he's he's fine.
Oh, he doesn't even like you, Bill.
Bill wants the show?
I love him now. He actually has a beautiful. No.
Well, why are you scared? Why are you scared?
Because I don't like speaking ill about people, especially people who create beautiful children, and he did that.
I mean, just because you create a pretty child doesn't mean you're a good person.
You're 100% right. But he is a good person. He was just... Bill, there's a lot of things that Bill had to stick up his ass about.
Right.
And we tried to remove as many of those sticks as possible.
But you couldn't.
You couldn't. There's too many sticks
that's just Bill.
sometimes. Yeah, that's just Bill being Bill.
You know who else was named Bill and had beautiful children but was not a good person
Bill Clinton.
and was a stand-up comedian?
Who's that? Bill Burr.
Cosby.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's a
Why
great-
didn't I
great
answer?
point.
I should have answered Bill.
Because he was a good stand-up comedian.
And now he's a... what would you call him now?
He's an indicted rapist, I think.
That's the one. That's the nickname
Yes.
everybody's
Yeah.
throwing around. You remember.
I mean, I love the
Refreshing.
Cosby show so much.
Dude,
that was such a bummer.
In front of the TV with the whole family watching the Cosby Show. Thank you, Bill Cosby, for ruining at least 25% of my childhood.
Yeah, like in a real way, not in a shitty Ghostbusters fake way.
Yeah. Do you think
Legit.
the new Ghostbusters ruined anyone's childhood? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Do you think that
Did that ruin your...
No, I think people are
Anyone
fucking
who
babies.
says that
Yeah.
needs to get over it. It's a whole new cat. It's nothing having to do with the original. How can
Right.
a
Also-
reboot
Yeah.
ruin the original?
Because the original, and go ahead and give me the close-up on this, thank you so much, still fucking exists. And you can go watch that, and everything is fine. Could you imagine? You leave it in the comments below if you can imagine that. Also, like, there are so many real problems to have, you know, or to care about. You don't even have to have them. You can just read about them and care about them, and you choose to waste your energy.
If it was an actual remake, then maybe I would take issue.
Sure.
But it's not. So get
When
over
they
it.
remake something and erase all the originals. Like, we're taking the originals off of everything. We're coming into your house and stealing all your
No,
fucking
but when
VHS
somebody
tapes.
remakes something, it is saying that the original was not good enough.
Right, like the Bible.
And that was the worst when R.L. Stein remade the Bible.
I know, God. Careful or zombie Jesus will kill you.
Yeah, it was
Bible-
tough.
Bible.
That was the longest Goosebumps book ever.
I also like Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, hell
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Are
That's
these
great.
basic choices? Are these
No,
like
no,
basic?
not at all.
Okay.
Any choice, if you say a good comedian, Chris D'Elia,
Neil Hamburger.
Neil Hamburger is one. None of those are bad things.
Yeah.
I love giving people like a playlist of stand-up comedians to go
Do you do that? Like
all the time.
that's that's almost romantic.
Sure.
It is. It's like making a mixtape.
Being
for-
romantic with the least amount of effort.
I don't know. I mean, if you're curating the list, and if it's a stand-up mixtape, and like you know if the sets flow into each
I
other.
disagree.
If
For me, it
what if
feels
you
like
make the art for the
I don't
CD?
like people obligating me to do things. And I feel like giving someone a playlist like, these are the comedians, no offense, that you should watch.
No,
and I
no,
go,
no,
God
no.
damn it, now I gotta go watch all these. Or next time I see him, he's gonna be like, and did you? And no, I actually didn't,
Right,
because I
but
don't
I
care.
also have like, if I say go watch Brian Regan, and you come back and you say, I don't like Brian Regan, that's fine.
You
As
don't
long
care.
as we're not sitting at a show for an hour and you're fucking right here saying it. Anything else after the fact, that's totally fine. Brian Regan's still gonna be rich, I'm still gonna like him, and you're entitled to your opinion, and that's how the world works.
But with
Right, Zach?
music, it's the same thing. I hate it when people give me a list of you should.
Yeah.
I
You
listen
should
to me.
love Matchbox 20. I can't believe
A phrase that
anyone
no
ever
human
said
has ever said.
Well, dude, in 1999, you're not telling people to go listen to Matchbox 20?
Not.
Oh, my brother got
band.
upset at me when I didn't like Max. Matchbox.
Maxbox.
Maxbox.
Beemus
Maxbox.
money.
Lenny.
Do you want to pull one, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to keep the show moving, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were doing with conversation, but if you want to pull
Oh,
one,
sorry.
I don't know.
All right.
No good?
No, this is fine.
Ooh.
Just fine?
I mean, it's a topic. Hey, it's Kelsey wants to know, why isn't happy hour all day?
Hey, I think that's a great question.
It's a fine question. And, I mean, the asshole answer is because then no one's going to make any money.
Sure. Gives people something to look
Next
forward
question.
to, maybe. You can't just put an X there on the question.
Oh, I can't?
Do you have an opinion on this? Because I do.
No, I don't.
You ever see that Sesame Street episode where Elmo wishes that every day was Christmas, and then every day is Christmas, and it sucks after a while?
Christmas every day is a bad idea, Elmo. Forget about it.
But why?
I don't think
You
that's
gotta-
the
How
It's
same.
so
recent? How
important.
recent was that episode?
Not recent.
Okay.
Not recent.
Y'all are young.
that's
Y'all are
like-
younger than I am. I didn't have an Elmo
How old
growing
are
up. I'm 34.
I'm 31. You're not like fucking...
I'm the early 80s. You're the early mid 80s. We just can't see eye to eye on anything.
Early
But here's
50s.
the thing: is the reason it's not my favorite question is because it's like, why isn't everything on sale always?
Uh-huh. That would just be the price of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Why isn't it happy
Very
hour?
close.
Because then we'd be like, when is happy hour?
Yeah. And no one would have the answer to that question. I think it's a great question because I would like a difference of opinion. Everybody else at the table, I would like to be the one on your side. But also, it's very important to remember that it's called happy hour for a reason. That's because usually people go to work and they're shitty for most of the hours of the day. Then they could look forward to, hey, $2 ponies, bro. And if you know what that means, double points. Are you a prancing cat? Also,
Are you unhappy at work?
no,
Mike?
Nope. This isn't work. This is fun time. When I had office jobs, I was fucking unhappy all the time. Dude, I don't want to take up the rest of the show with my prior work experience, but if you'll indulge me for a second, I used to do quality control for a company called Ascent Media, and I watched all of these Discovery. No, not Discovery. Definitely not Discovery, because this is owned by Discovery, and I would never, ever disparage. But so I used to have to watch all these History Channel things, right? Is History Channel owned by Discovery? Fuck it, who cares? Let's be honest.
Sharks are
for a second.
great.
So what happened was it was just this room. It was me and 6 other people, and we had to watch a monitor and have headphones on and just watch for little blips and wrinkles in the tape and anything that would stop these shows from going to air, anything that would stop these shows from being pristine. And that's just what I thought that was my first job out of college, and that's what I thought the rest of my working life would be. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be unhappy for the rest of my
Well,
life.
I can tell you that lots of the people who are watching this are like, what a bitch you are, because they would be happy with that job.
I promise you, the way it sounds, surface level, yep. But when you go through a year and a half of working with 6 other people that you've never had a conversation with, because you just go into this building.
Why don't you
and,
say, hey, what's your name?
oh,
Andre?
you can, but then you get yelled at for talking, and they're like, put your headphones on, and then you feel a
Oh,
little
so
bad.
there's
about
no
it.
freedoms.
No.
You're like a lab rat.
I'm sure it's a lot better now. Shouldn't have said the name of the
Sorry,
company.
guys.
Ascent was great.
I spoke too soon when I said you'd want that job.
You
What's
supposed
the
to
worst-
do when you called me a bitch.
I said they are gonna think you're a bitch.
You called them a bitch. You called me a bitch through them.
No, I said
you
they're
used
gonna
them to
they're
call
gonna
me a
say
bitch.
you're a bitch.
I'm not a bitch. I also dug holes for a while and straightened signs, and that sucked. But I wasn't in office, and I got to see the sun. So,
Which job did you like better?
oh man, they both kind of sucked. But at least I got to, when I fixed the straightness of signs, it was a real job that I had as a college-educated person. That was fun because I got to drive around in a fucking golf cart.
That
Oh.
sounds cool.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds really
always
cool.
fun, no matter what.
What's your least favorite job you ever had?
Least favorite. Probably being a dental assistant
Damn,
You were a dental assistant?
for my dad. My dad's dentist.
you have great teeth, by the way.
You do have.
Oh.
I was just looking at your teeth. They're so white.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
You have 0 plaque.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's
look.
really good.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Get out of there!
Fast forward 10 minutes and we're both like this
You're like,
close to
wow, okay.
Oh, those are some good insight.
You're bicuspids.
Oh,
Woo.
wow.
So dental assistant.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, you're in people's mouths, usually people who don't take care of their teeth. And that was, like, the only job that I was like, fuck you, Dad, I quit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you have like a big like blow off?
I did. And he was like, he's like, no, you're fired. And then my mom's like, oh,
Let him quit.
no, we're a family.
Did they at least give you severance for firing you? Or?
No. I just went back to his house and...
Right. I quit.
Asked what dinner was.
I'm sick of this place.
When's dinner?
So hungry right now. How old were you when you quit the family business?
I think I was like 18.
Okay. That's a good quitting time.
Yeah.
Is that
Were
when
you
started
licensed?
acting?
You don't have to be a licensed.
Who's the host of this
You-
fucking show?
I'm curious.
Yeah, were
This
you-
is fascinating to me.
You don't
You
have
don't.
to be a licensed dental assistant.
You don't?
No.
In what state?
In any state.
Really?
You can go to school and you can become a
But
like
your fingers all in people's mouths. You don't have to be licensed to do that?
No,
Your
that's a
fingers don't have
dentist.
to be licensed.
Dental assistant, like you are there, you hand the tools, you hold the suction in the mouth, you wash it out. Like,
How
you
close
don't-
are you allowed to get to mouths before you have to pull your fingers away from the mouths?
Any kissing or no? You can't.
Wait, how before you have to pull them away? What do you mean?
Well, like, I mean, can you, like, what are the limits of being, like, what can't you do as a dental assistant?
Well,
you
kissing,
can't do any procedures, any
you-
dental procedures. You can assist.
Okay.
So you can hand tools like, yeah, I put like a dam in someone's mouth and not, but I had gloves on.
Oh, well,
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Holding
nothing
the sucky thing
crazy.
seems like
But they also, my dad had a whole training program at his dental practice where he trained dental assistants. So I was trained.
Okay.
yeah.
But
And
not
also he
certified.
had somebody else
That's
ready to go when you
responsible.
quit.
Yeah. He was just like, fuck you, son. You, here.
You, Jeff, you're in. Hold the sucky thing.
Hold the sucker
That
thing.
always seems like the most fun. Like when they always leave the sucky thing in like one part of, you know what I'm talking about? They always leave it in one part of your mouth and like it does the job for that one part.
But you're like,
and
hey,
then they're
can
like,
you
yeah,
like,
let's roll it out.
Did you ever play with it?
Yeah, I tried to spread the love.
Yeah, that's
You
so
don't just want to
nice
suck
of
out
you.
of one area, you know
You
what
don't.
I mean?
You
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're trying to say here. Is you don't want to just suck on one area. And you could take that through all different aspects of
I
your life.
think that's applicable to lots of life.
What were we fucking talking about before
I
that?
think next question.
All right, I'll do one.
I forget. Oh, happy hour.
Happy hour. Do you have any strong feelings either way?
No, I mean, I guess I like knowing when happy hours are at different bars so you can chain happy hours. That's all I was
Yeah.
gonna contribute. Fuck it.
The host.
I want to find
Okay.
out. I just want to let
No,
the
because
person. I want to
then-
let them know who's question
I
was
think
not
that's
good
fair.
enough for you.
I think that's fair. If you didn't like it, they should know.
Hey, Jan Van Tindelu, your question was not good enough for table talk.
See, now this
No,
happens.
no,
No.
it's
Now
on the ground
I remember
now.
what it was.
Stick
Why
with
do people say single is a Pringle when Pringles come in stacks? Guys,
Why
you
did
did this.
You
You
did
did this.
No, you
did
put it in the
this.
bowl.
I'm so sorry I hit your hand that
but
hard.
here's
Are you
the thing.
okay?
No,
Did
it
you
was
jam
my
a
watch.
finger?
It was my watch.
Well, then fuck your hand and
Can't
fuck
you do
your
a
watch.
vote on a pass?
No.
Oh.
Why do people say single is a Pringle? I have never heard that.
I think
before
you
in my
threw
life.
that, so I would.
That sounds like a
think-
Cockney slang to me.
Fucking single as a Pringle.
Mate?
Listen.
Hey, oi, mate.
Wait, is that? People say single as a Pringle?
I never
I've
heard
never
of it.
heard that before because Pringles, by the nature of Pringles, they are not singular.
Oh, you
When
never-
you pull them out.
You never had an individually
that's
wrapped
true.
Pringle before?
Never,
No, but
ever
you're
mind.
right. You're right because Pringles are stackable. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. You can pull out 8 and be like, oh.
Well, I think that was their whole point was why do people say that if they're always in that group?
I'm gonna.
Because it rhymes.
That's
That's the
that
question.
has to be the
It
only
rhymes.
reason.
I'm gonna Google this phrase because I'm not 100% convinced that it's a real phrase that people say. I think
so.
he just maybe rhymes some shit to get on table talk.
I like when people say you're as single as a shitty person who doesn't deserve love in their life, but it's not. It's too long.
Right.
It takes longer to say.
It's not as catchy. I would
No.
agree.
Yeah. Single as a shitty person who's also probably racist eating Pringles in their one bedroom rent controlled apartment.
Is that you?
That's an interior
It's
rhyme.
not me. I'm just like, we're
Do
trying to
you
yes
have
and
rank
this thing.
control?
I do have rent control.
Are
Very
you
happy
single?
about it. I am not single.
Oh.
I am one of
He
them.
was almost. He had like 2 of the. Are you racist?
It's, we're all trying to deal with stuff every
How
day,
many people of color are on this show? Usually.
Right now?
No, usually. On
Usually?
average, how many?
On average, we average at least one every couple. Because Will's on
Table
Well,
talk.
Well, we
So
got
white.
Raina.
Will, Raina,
I'm
Sophia,
Jewish.
every
Does
once in a
Jewish
while?
count as a
No.
race? Good. That's the right answer. Scoffing is the correct answer.
Also, I always feel like if you can, you know how people say that's not racist because I told my black friend that joke? If you can name all the people that you know of color, like off the top of your head, like on one hand, I think that you're not out of the woods for being racist.
I mean, a lot of white people think they can call me certain words.
That's a
'cause we're
generalization.
friends.
That's a generalization.
5
a lot
white
of
people
white
I
people.
know.
Most white
5
people.
white people I know call me the N-word because we're friends, and they think it's okay.
Also, if
It
you,
is not okay.
if
That's
you
what I say.
immediately-
I go, that's not okay. They're like, really?
No.
And
Wait
you're
a
like,
minute.
no, wait.
I thought we knew each other for
But
like
why
6
are we
months.
friends then?
Right. That's not the reason.
That's not why.
You're friends because you respect the other person, not because you think you can call them racist things.
No, because
turns
it gives
out.
you a card.
Right. Also, that card doesn't fucking exist if you're white. Just so you know. Do you want to pull another one? Single as a Pringle.
No,
that's
it's your
only
question.
the
It's your
rhyming
question.
things.
You threw that bad boy away.
Yeah.
You know
this
what?
is
Then we're
your
doing
new one.
this. This is the Leo box of A's, which contains Leo cup of Q's. My buddy
Wait.
Badass Beater made me this thing. These are
I pull?
conversation. Yeah, absolutely. These are conversation starters that I wrote myself. And you're more than welcome to pull.
So there should be some quality.
I mean, should is
Yeah.
that's
It's a
tough.
loaded word.
Ooh, this is a thin one. Do I get to get another try at shooting it at the camera?
You can try. It's
What
significantly
was the
harder.
saddest you've ever been on a couch? Oh.
Interesting.
Jesus.
What was the saddest you've ever been on a couch, Eric?
I think my first binge watch.
afterwards or
Stargate
during?
SG-1.
Yeah, I would be sad if I were watching Stargate as well.
Stargate SG-1 and Papa John's Pizza
Oh,
for
man.
48 hours. Like for 2 days, I was on a couch. That
I
was
can't
pretty.
do Papa John's.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah.
was a different time.
I
was
don't
a
do that
different
anymore.
person.
I'm a happier individual. I don't even have a couch.
I've got sofas,
Armchairs.
I have futons.
Love seat friends. I got
I've got a day bed. I don't have couches.
I got racist friends. I got fucking everything you can need.
Richard Dean Anderson for 2 days straight is not a good idea.
Are you sad during it, or are you sad?
I was sad
afterwards?
because I enjoyed it.
Don't be sad. 'cause
I
you
was.
enjoy
I
it.
was like, why is this making me so happy?
What is it about
I
this-
think I have bigger problems.
What is it about the Stargate universe that you loved?
I don't know that I loved it. This is embarrassing. I don't know.
Hey, listen,
Okay,
we're
look,
a
here's
real honest
Stargate
space.
SG-1.
I
What
told
did
you I like Paula
I'm gonna say an
Poundstone.
embarrassing thing
No,
after
no,
this.
no,
Yeah,
no.
we're all
Here's the
shitting
thing.
on ourselves. over
I
here.
can't explain why I fucking liked it. It was not something my brother's like, you're gonna love this. I was like, this nerd crap.
We
and
already
then
know that you don't like when people make your decisions for you.
I don't.
Yeah.
And then I liked it. I was like, God damn it, I'm letting myself down. Why am I falling into this trap? But I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I can really decipher from
That's
that
okay.
time is that's yeah.
You ever watch a documentary on Netflix that you weren't expecting to be like make you as sad as you as you were?
Documentaries are a little too real for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, like I try not. I like unless everyone's like you gotta watch this, and then I begrudgingly watch
Yeah.
it.
It's Blackfish. You gotta see it. Nope. Super
I
sad.
didn't see it.
I didn't see
Oh
Blackfish.
well.
I
fucking
don't think I
don't.
could. Too many people said it was too sad. I was like,
Just
no.
don't go to aquariums ever.
I don't.
That's the
I
main
don't.
takeaway.
Aquariums to me are almost sadder than zoos because at least in zoos the air that they're breathing is clean.
It's just a water zoo.
You go to an aquarium and like a lot of times that water is. I mean, the fundamental place that the matrix that in which they live is dirty and gross. It's not
murky.
just
It's a murky place.
It's a briny, murky mess.
Sure.
But-
Briny.
Fish, I don't really equate to having feelings as much as I do mammals.
What about seals?
Sure.
Yeah, those animals I feel bad for, like seals and
Gators?
Is that a fish?
It's a reptile.
It is a reptile.
No, but fish in particular, I don't feel bad about. But like animals in zoos, I feel bad about them. But like,
Okay.
oh, this aquarium's dirty and these goldfish, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, goldfish are tough because you win those at fairs.
Do
You
they
know-
still let you in live animals at fairs these
I don't
days?
know, man. I don't know. I won a
not
dog
sure.
once.
Did you
I
really?
just had to let it
What?
go back into the fair.
No, you didn't.
Go find someone who loves you or whatever.
Are you fucking
No,
kidding?
That never happened.
I won when I was very young. I won a baby duck, like one of those
A baby
like
duck?
a little yellow duck. Yeah.
People aren't even supposed to have ducks.
I come from Louisiana.
Sure.
Yeah, And so we went to the state fair one year, and I won a duck. And like luckily I live on a lake.
Yeah.
Not like a pond. Is
So
where I
you
grew
were
up.
able to...
like, yeah, but like, let's be honest. Like as a kid, you're like, goodbye, Doug. Go live with your people. But it was a duck chick that I was letting into a lake that has snapping turtles and moccasins.
Oh, no.
And
You were feeding the lake.
oh, I was absolutely feeding like whatever the goo beast that lived in the pond.
Sure.
yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I was a kid. It wasn't until like much later when I was talking about it with somebody. And I
Was it
like,
furry?
Oh man.
yeah, it was like a little fluffy duck.
Oh, that's nice, though.
Yeah, it was real cute until it shat all over my hands in the car on the way home.
Well, that's what it does.
Yeah,
It's better than the goldfish just fucking dying before you even get it out of the bag.
that's true.
What's the saddest you've ever been on a couch? Don't be afraid to be honest.
All right. I was at camp one summer and
Is this story gonna make me sad?
it might actually.
Okay. Very selfish.
I had never had a girlfriend. Before, and I was young, and this girl asked me to like date her, and
Gross.
so I kind of. It was I knew intellectually I should be dating girls at this point,
Sure.
but I was also like nervous and I wasn't sure. And to be totally honest, like she wasn't my first pick.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what was her name?
First and last.
It was Jewish camp, so I'm gonna go with Rachel. I'm not sure if that I can picture her in my
Right.
brain, but I can't. I'm not exactly sure.
Rachel, and then last name.
Weissman
Golden
Greenberg.
Mendelberg. Yeah.
Rachel Weissman Greenberg.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, Rach.
Yeah, sorry.
And so I said no, and then like, but I didn't like. her friend asked me her friend. She's her friend over.
For you.
And I was like, oh no, I don't think I want to date
Tell her no, but tell her nicely.
I stone cold rejected a girl in like early middle, like 5th or 6th grade or something
Sure.
like that. And like an hour later, I had been like thinking about it, and I was like, maybe I do want a girlfriend. Maybe I should have said yes. And then I had like one of those rare, like almost adult thoughts of, wait a minute, if I had asked somebody out that then just said no and didn't even come talk to me, how terrible would I feel? And then I felt like that rejection that I had just given to somebody else.
Empathy.
I felt empathy.
Yeah.
I empathized, and I sat down on a couch in the rec room, and I cried. I felt so bad about it, and like I desperately went to find her friend, and I was like, "Oh, I'll date her. It's fine. I can date her."
Tell the second choice. I'll take it.
And she's like, "No, you won't be doing it."
Yeah.
And I felt terrible
You and I would not have been friends.
because I said no to a girl.
No,
Were you
because
the
you're
girl's
too
best
nice.
Oh,
You cried after you rejected a girl. Jesus, I was an asshole.
I was a very
Yeah.
I still am,
kid.
but yeah, you seem like such a nice intellectual Jewish child.
My mother raised me very well,
Sure.
and my
Very
father.
nice.
I mean, they're still married.
Just to be fair, since both of you embarrassed yourself on my show, and I appreciate that very much, probably made for good stories. I hope everybody enjoys that. I will embarrass my own self, hopefully
Yes.
worse than the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Recently,
Oof.
yeah,
Okay.
as a
Can't
31-year-old
even
man.
stand behind time.
Nope, there's nothing. Maybe his time was made of glass. It's transparent. I don't know. So I was sitting on my couch as a 31-year-old man, and it was one of my days off. It was a Wednesday, so I don't have much to do on Wednesday because I'm killing it out here. And I was farting a bunch on the couch, as you do. And then I took a break for a little while from farting, and I went into the kitchen, and then I came back, and I sat on the couch. You know how when, like, you have an ottoman or whatever, and you bang on the ottoman, some dust pops up or whatever?
Yeah.
So I sat down on the couch, and the couch smelled, and I was like, I made my couch smell. And then I thought about, like, me and my fiance worked real hard at our jobs when we moved out here, and we saved up enough money to buy this couch together, and it was like our first couple expense.
Are you gonna cry?
No. This is, the more I'm explaining it, the more I should be like, this is stand up, and I'm wasting it. But I sat down on our first big purchase as a couple, and I was like, I made our memory smell like farts, and that's on me, and I fucked up.
And you were sad.
I was very sad about it.
Well, you can't help where you're gonna fart. I mean, you can help where you're gonna
No.
fart.
If it's your day off and you're just sitting on the couch farting, you can totally help. If you get nothing else from this episode, you can always help on your day off where you have to.
Do you go outside during your day off? Or do you just like sit at home and?
Sometimes I have
dick
to
around?
force myself to go outside. I really like, if I have nothing to do, I feel like the days that I have shit to do, doing shit 24/7. But the days I don't have things to do, I was like, I would love to just be on the couch and just do as much nothing as possible.
I'm such a scheduler. Even on my days off, what I want to do is like I want to block out 3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing
gonna
from
play
3
a
to
video.
4?
I'm gonna play a video. Yeah, nothing from 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Light relaxation from 4 to 4:30.
And that does not sound relaxing at all. Light relaxation.
We'll transition into hard relaxation.
Yeah, I'll take a cat nap.
But then you wake up, if you're like cat
like
nap from
doing
3 to
stuff.
4:30, you wake up at 4:35 and you're like, fuck, I'm into reading time. Yeah, and that's not good at all.
Not inaccurate.
You ruin your days off. All right, guys, we're 34 minutes in. Eric, thank you so much for being here. Tell
thank
the
you.
people where they can see you, where they can see your movie, anything else good. Come on.
On HBO, all the way. You can watch on HBO Now, HBO Go.
Who else is in the movie?
I played David Dennis. Bryan Cranston is in it,
Awesome.
and Anthony Mackie and Melissa Leo.
I didn't know you were in that movie.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I didn't know that.
Did you watch it? You
No,
didn't watch
it is on my list. It's on my list. I'm actually really excited to watch it.
I think it turned
can't
out pretty
wait.
good.
On
You
the
should
watch
watch it
list?
too.
I absolutely will.
And you guys should watch it.
I was like, I have an out because I haven't had cable since like fucking
I know,
1994.
the first thing he was like, man, heard you on HBO, don't have it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Way to
and he's
build
like, wait,
rapport,
HBO
Mike.
Go?
Oh, no. Then we built a real friendship after that. And
Yeah.
it wasn't just based on work.
It wasn't based on that. It was based on
Getting stitches and walking through doors and shit like that.
glass doors.
But no, I have HBO Go, so I'll absolutely watch it. Nice. I have to stop watching The Office anyway because now I have all the words memorized and it's not fun for me anymore. Joel, what do you got going?
I got a little channel working on called SourceFed Nerd. Got a couple YouTube channels, real exciting stuff. Real proud of them.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go immediately watch this whole episode down, see how it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you want your questions in the Table Talk Bowl, you know what to do. You put them in the comment section below with the hashtag Table Talk, and then I'll find them, and I'll fucking cut them out. Some of you have been doing perforated lines, so I know where to cut. And now they're all of equal width, so you're making a fucking difference. I'm Mike Falzone. You can find me here. Thank you so much for watching. Good. Everybody leave.
Beep.
What was the beep?
Is that how
Leave a
you
message
end the
afterwards?
show?
No.
You know, beep at the end of the show?
No, I'm gonna get going. All right, thank you.
That Google has been actively altering search recommendations in favor of Hillary Clinton's campaign.
That you liked about that thing when you were a child and things that could like sneak up on you and surprise you and teach you shit.